Hi guys, how are we all doing today? I hope you're doing well. Let me get my shit together actually. Ah, I love when things don't work out the way I intend them to. But how are we all doing today, guys? I really do hope you're doing well. So, oh my god, ay. Okay. I feel like I was gonna say something and then my mind just blanked completely. I'm so sorry. Alright, so we're trying to get to the end of our life today. Honestly, my mind is like scrambling to be all over the place right now, and I cannot tell you why. Nothing happened to me today besides like ordinary things, but I'm like I'm scrambled all over the place. It's fun, absolutely fun. Anyway, oh man, this is. I'll say this: I have fallen deep into a fan fiction reading hole right now. I can't stop day and night. I've not been this type of like have done this type of reading in a long ass time. So I'm like, oh, hot damn, it's so fun. Also, fun fact about me, um, during the pandemic especially, like I was reading a lot of fan fiction at that time. I'm getting to that same amount now as I did then, but I was like, I read a lot of like reader insert type of fan fiction because that's just what I like to consume. And I'm like, I'm okay with anything. But because of that, I'm like, I realize I really like using they pronouns as well as she, her pronouns. So I'm like, oh, yeah, this is how I like to be referred to now. So, yeah, there you go. I'm actually gonna transition so we can actually play now. Okay. Transition. We're continuing where we left off. But my little I can never find a good place for my little camera, can I? It's okay. I'll be up here now. Hi. How you doing? Okay, so let's see how much of this we can actually get to. I'm actually gonna. Okay, yeah. Okay. I don't remember where we were. I don't remember what's happened. All I know is we're finally dating Cove. So, yeah, we got the relationship. We got the boy. I don't know what to do now. Um, as if on cue, your phone came on, alerting you of a new notification. I can't fucking read out loud today. Damn. It was Cove. It's your boy. You want to hang out on the hill tonight? Oh? Oh? He wants to hang out with us on the hill tonight. Ooh. Okay, you know what I'm going to do for you guys? I'm going to get rid of that. Move myself up here now. Actually, yeah. So there, you can see more of the screen. You can read everything that's happening together. I don't know why my heart's like racing so much right now, but it is. No, it's wrong. Okay. Something inside told you that this was the right kind of night to take a trip out there. You sent him back a very quick message. Which is just, yeah. Yeah. It's the little, you gave us a less than 3. I love that. The little heart thing. Hey, if you're on the Discord, you know that's actually a part of my like name on there, my nickname. Or at least it was. Because I created it way back in the day. I was like, I don't know. This is cute. Oh, he sent us a little heart. It makes my heart happy. Oh, it's really cute. Okay, you went over to the front door and, stepping over the threshold, you gave the living room one last glance over your shoulder. Then, you shut the door behind you. Silently, you made your way to the Poppy Hill. Ah, Poppy Hill. You know, when I read the words Poppy Hill, I immediately was like, up on Poppy's Hill, the weird Studio Ghibli movie, where it's like, oh, you guys like each other? Uh-oh, you might possibly be related. I was like, why did Studio Ghibli make a movie possibly concerning incest? It was weird, but it was a thing that happened. It's actually a good movie. It's just the premise is like, why? But hey, I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. By the way, I didn't acknowledge, we have 30 followers now, which means we're 5 away to our next follower goal. At that time, at 35 followers, we'll do a Hogwarts, like, personality quiz stuff, just so, hey, I can finally figure out what the hell I am, and we can figure out what you chat are going to be. Again, you guys get to decide your answers for that, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. But for now, we're gonna do some Our Life. With light steps in the dark, you walk across the hills behind your house. Hey, boo, how you doing? Up ahead at the very top, silhouetted beneath the night sky, was a familiar figure already waiting there. Smiling, you wondered just how he always got there first. You even had the advantage of living closer. Then again, and maybe it was only in your mind, but somehow, Cove was intrinsically linked with this place. Reading is hard. It's okay. We got this. After all these years, it would be weird to scan this horizon and not find him there, as surreal as the shore without the sea. This is like so poetic and so beautifully written. The fuck? I do love it though. I do love that. Okay. I do wonder what your boy has to say. Hopefully we can keep this relationship alive. What did I actually put as my title? I don't even remember. Yeah. We're continuing to romance your boy. But I don't know if he still likes us. We left him alone for quite a hot bit. Hi, bud. Hi, love my life. Let's go. Okay. The distance between you was growing shorter by the second. Hearing the grass and earth crunch under your feet, Cove turned. A grin spread over his face as he saw you. Hey. I don't know why. This always makes me so giddy whenever I play this. I'm like, oh, I want my beans to be happy. You took your place standing behind him at the crest of the Poppy Hill, looking out over the ocean. I'm like, words are hard. Same as you'd done on countless times since he'd first arrived, when you found him on this very same spot. Yeah, no, that's the name. That's the soundboard right there, but it's not. Okay, Kai. God, why did I use my actual name on here? Because I'm like, this is it weirds me out a little bit. Playing dating sims where you have your actual like name on there. I'm like, oh, right. I chose to do this to myself. I chose to put myself in this awkward position. So, oops. He had officially broken the silence, the spell that had held you both in place. You looked at him expectantly. Blech. There's something I've always kind of wondered about. He cocked his head, giving you a sidelong glance. What are you wondering, buddy? Huh? What's going on? What did you think about when we met? I was just a kid you'd never seen before, bawling his eyes out on the hill next to your house. I mean, I just thought, poor kid. He chuckled, his eyes drifting towards the sea beyond, before flicking back to you. The way his gaze pulled back to you made it clear he was genuinely invested in the topic. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Okay. Luckily for him, you remembered what initially struck you in that moment. It was as if it had happened only happened yesterday. I'm sorry, I'm fucking this up for you guys. I can't read. Well, I remembered noticing the sad look on your face. Cove replicated that frown for you right now, looking grave at your reply. Aw. Yeah, I guess that would have been kind of hard to miss. Sighing a bit, you continued to reminisce about that first meeting. I also remember feeling bad about what was happening. I remember that too. Oh. He ran ahead. Blah, 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 blah. English words. I can read. He ran a hand through his hair, and you knew his line of questioning wasn't at an end, even before he spoke again. Do you remember what you thought about me? You know, as a person? Was I annoying? Or mean? Or... I wanted to get to know you. I didn't know what feelings were at the time, but I thought you were cute right away. That would be cute, but no. I thought you were special somehow. I just worried about you because you were so sad. I didn't know what to make of you at first. I don't really remember anymore. So we're crossing out the last option. The last option is not, I don't think is going to help him out. I'm not doing the second one, as cute as that would be. Honestly, I'm like, either want to get to know you, thought you were special, or just worried about you. I don't know. It's between those three, where I'm like, I just worried about you because you were so sad. Thought you were special somehow. Wanted to get to know you. I feel like the best option here, and honestly the one that I would have done, if you're like, hey, you remember when we first met and I was crying because things were happening? I was just like, dude, I was just worried. Because I was just like, you seem so sad and I don't want you to be sad. That's I feel like where I would have gone with this. And I don't know. That's my option number 1 right now. But I'm also like, I thought you were special somehow. Seems very sweet. But I don't know. I don't know about that. I wanted to get to know you. Seems right, but also it's like, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go with I was just worried about you because you were so sad. I feel like that's honest truth, best course of action here. Oh, I didn't mean to make you sad. No. His eyes widened dolefully. Oh, and he flung his head. He hung his head like a guilty puppy. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for upsetting you. Oh. No. You didn't upset me. I just wanted to make you feel better, buddy. That's all that mattered. Damn, I fucked this up. It's so bad. Ian. Sorry. Cove's hand drifted to the scar on his arm, his fingers unconsciously gliding over the mark. It was much less notable. It was much less noticeable than it had been when the neon pink cast had first come off. Shrunken. Gradually, over the years, as his body healed, then dwarfed in comparison to his growing body. I wonder if you can actually see it on his character model here. I don't know. Oh no, I do see it. I see like a little line, a little silver line there. No. Oh. I like that little detail in the art that you can actually see that what they're talking about, the little scar on his arm. That's cute. That's real cute, man. Okay, still, his fingers came back to it without thinking. He gave a half smile, not meeting your eyes. I feel bad now. The thoughts I had were, well, considering what you were thinking, I come across a lot worse as a kid. It's okay. You were still my best friend. You were still sweet and cute to me. You didn't like me. Okay. Whew. I was worried there for a moment that he didn't like us. I don't know how to feel about that face that he's making right now. I'm a little, I don't know what the word is, but I'm a little on the edge about it. I don't know. I don't like it. Like, I, it's fine. I don't know. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't know about that face. I don't like it. I don't like this face you're making. No. No, it definitely wasn't that. So he definitely liked us at the beginning. He's just having weird thoughts. Thank you. Thank you. Close your mouth, because that was so fucking weird. Like the half eyes, but then also have the mouth going like, nah. You know? No, buddy. That was not an attractive look for you. I love you, but no. Cove lifted his head up, finally committing to meeting your eyes fully once more. I remember you that day. I remember it really well. I don't think I'd ever be able to forget. I can picture the way you looked back then when I first saw you standing right here. Aww. I still know the expression on your face when you chose to sit with me in the grass. Oh, no, not a hard word. Okay, he chuckled okay, we're gonna break this down. I can read. Derisively. I did not read that correctly. I'm so sorry. Oh, God. English is my first language, but that was hard. Interrupting his own monologue. I am not. Not going through that again. So sorry. You scared me at first. I figured I'd be alone out there until I had to face my dad again. Then suddenly another kid appeared out of nowhere. It was startling, but I got over that fast. You were a strange person in a strange place, but in that moment, you were exactly what I needed. Someone I could talk to freely about what was happening and how it made me feel. And you listened to me. You stayed with me. Of course. I mean, when you're going through a major life change and you just kind of don't know what to do about it, you just need to have someone there who is just willing to listen. Willing to be like, hey. Ooh. Just willing to listen, willing to sit down and kind of let you feel out what your own emotions are. You know? Sometimes you just need that in your life. And it doesn't matter what age you are, you're always going to need at least somebody there who's just willing to listen. Let you sort things out yourself. Yeah? It's just nice to have someone who's there for you, no matter what, you know? He sighed, then bit his lip as he gave a small smile. I was a little bit spoiled growing up. No fucking shit. I figured that out real quickly. You let him continue. A little? Yeah, you were. Honestly, though, I mean, big changes at like 6, 7 years old. Everything was just so new, and you were somewhere you weren't. Like, again, strange place, out of nowhere. Just, it was a lot. It wasn't, you weren't bad. You were dealing with a lot, but yeah, no, you were a little, you still are a little brat at times, but I don't mind. I like handling you. And that's what you need sometimes, guys. You need someone who's willing to handle you. Not really like handle, but you know, when you're at your worst, you need someone who's just kind of willing to let you be that bad and just kind of be like, yeah, no, it's fine. I will call you out on bullshit, but also, like, I'm here for you. Yeah, I'm gonna defend you because I think you're being a little harsh on yourself. It was a lot. It was a lot happening then, man. Your parents divorced. Your dad took you out of the only place you've ever lived. And you moved here to a strange town. You don't know anybody. You're starting a new school. It was a lot. At 6, 7 years old, yeah, it's a lot. Cove tilted his head to the side, smiling softly at your defense of his smaller self. I will always defend your smaller self. He was fucking adorable. And I will defend you too. You are a little too self-negative, man. I'm always gonna be there, being your cheerleader for you. He looked off again. No! Seeking clarity for his thoughts in the expanse of the night sky. What I'm trying to say is, when I was younger, I viewed myself basically as the center of the universe, as most kids do, so it's fine. I didn't even imagine it wasn't like that. I mean, a lot of kids think that they're like center of the universe, and then you grow into a teenager and just kind of like, I can live forever, I will never die, and then you get to be an adult and you're just sad. I mean, you can also be like, ridden with teenage angst as well as, just overall being sad, but it's also kind of like, I can live forever, I can be stupid and reckless, and then you grow up a little bit more and you're like, I am one person out of billions. So it's fine. Like, again, 6, 7 years old, you don't really know much. You're still trying to explore the world. And you thought that, yeah, it's okay to think as a kid that you're the center of the universe. You slowly grow up and start to realize you are a person in this vast expanse of the world. You're not the center of the universe, and that's okay. I mean, I hate to sound existentialist, but like also, like, it's fine to kind of find, I don't know, peace in the way of being like, I'm not the center of the world. I'm not the center of the universe. I'm one person out of a billion. Just some atoms making up this one being in a huge world, huge universe. Not everything is going to involve me or revolves me. The world is going to keep going on. And you just got to roll with the punches. That's something you learn as you get older. Like, yeah. Don't be too hard on yourself, especially for like your kid version, like the kid version of you that was just so hurt by a lot of changes that were happening in your life. It's okay. I didn't even imagine it wasn't like that. It's fine. It's fine if, as a kid you thought, oh, everything revolves around me. Hell, it's okay if you still thought that in like high school. When you get to college, when you start really growing up, you realize you're honestly like, you're not all that. There are going to be people in your life that like has their own things to do, and they're going to be things that you only keep to yourself. So I'm like, it's fine. Don't be too harsh on yourself. Things didn't simply happen. That would be weird according to my little kid brain. It made far more sense that everything in my life had a specific connection to me somehow. Right? I mean, I don't know. He sought affirmation in you. Wavy brows raised as he tried to explain his kid-like logic. So at the time, you felt almost unreal. I'm sorry, what? Like you weren't just anyone. Some other kid who happened to live in that neighborhood with your own whole life that wasn't connected to Cove Holden. Yeah. People who are at the center of the world don't want to be. Yeah. Thank you. Ooh, you're also a Kai. Hi, nice to meet you. But yeah, I'm like, for people who are like craving to be center of attention, you find more often than not things just don't happen to actually let you do that. You end up falling off to the sideways. And for people who kind of like let other people kind of, live their life, let them have, their flowers, bouquet and whatnot, you find more often like, oh, these are the type of people we should be praising, Like, okay, I've said this before, I'm a huge Broadway nerd. I do very much consider myself a theater kid, even though I never quite got to do theater back in my high school days. We didn't have that. But I was like, when you look at like how plays or musicals are run, it's not just the actors that are like the most important part. It's everybody that you don't see that puts so much work into these productions. They deserve, their applause, which is why, like that Tony Awards opening with Ariana DeBose, where it's like, here's your round of applause for everybody who works in the back, the tech crew, costumes, the orchestra, especially if you're watching like a play, like those, like the musicals. They put in so much work, and they deserve to also, you know, be in the center of the stage. Unfortunately, more people think if you want to really show off how hardworking you are, you gotta have somebody watch you at every moment. That's not really, it's not really a thing. But as a kids, you just kind of assume everything evolves around you because that's just how you operate. I don't know how to explain like kid-like things now. It's like, you kind of explore the world in your own way, and you just kind of like, oh yeah, this thing happened to me now. This is great. I'm so great. You grow up a little bit and you meet more people. You live more life. And just like, yeah, there are gonna be things out there that's just not involving me at all. And that's fine. And that's cool. Yeah. But this idea right here, what he's saying, like, some other kid who happened to live in that neighborhood with your own whole life that wasn't connected to, his name is Cove, obviously. That type of thing. Just having that perception of reality kind of shattered, like, oh, I'm not the only one here. I'm not the only one that's experiencing these things. Or, like, going through my own hardships. You're not alone, and it's a nice thing to think about, you know? I don't think I'm phrasing this very well, but it's that weird concept of like, when you're younger, you kind of just think everything happens to you, and that's it. You don't really bother to try to think about like other people, other perspectives, and you sort of learn that as you grow up. Isn't that a fun, exciting thing, though? To realize, oh, sometimes experiences, no matter how good or bad they may be, you're not ever completely alone. So, I feel like that's the best way of phrasing it, but I also don't think I'm phrasing this well. Please someone tell me I'm not going insane with that. It's fine. It's fine. No. To me, you were there so that you could find me when I was lost. Oh, that's sweet. I love that. Though, it turns out you were there for that. Aw. It's like, it was very serendipitous that, yeah, I'm there to help you. To help find you when you get lost. Be like a little lighthouse. Just to remind you that there is some good, there is some light in the world. Even when you feel completely lost in darkness. That's such a sweet sentiment. Why am I sounding so philosophical today? This is not how I normally am. Goddamn, dating sim game ends up turning into philosophical studies. I'm sorry. But it's a fun idea to think about, you know? You were trying to find me because something had sent you specifically to do that. I just didn't expect it to be my dad. It's okay. I guess he knew more about what I needed than I thought. You were a kid, and you didn't know what was happening. It was a big change. It's okay. He chuckled, shaking his head as he shook off the thought. I kind of expected it all to vanish like a dream when that night was over. I would wake up and everything would be the same again. I'd be back in my bed at home, my real home, with both my parents. Oh, buddy, I'm so sorry. The future was something I couldn't picture anymore. I didn't know what school would be like when I went back, or the table where I'd eat breakfast the next morning, or anything. Oh. And if I couldn't imagine it, how could I think it was something actually something actually happening? I couldn't grasp my new reality. It was too big for me to hold all at once, especially as a kid. Like, it's a lot. So, I never thought I'd see you again. Aww. But then you saw me all the time, every day, almost 24/7. Isn't that great? Then Cove beamed at you, his eyes shining bright. And I never, ever would have been able to guess that 10 years later, when I was a grown-up, the two of us would still be together. I mean, I'm fighting for this. I'm fighting for this. Okay, I'm so glad I met you. It's hard to believe it's been so long. Guess that makes me your dream come true. Oh, being a little cheeky. Mere words couldn't encompass the joy you felt. He smiled. Okay. Out of all of these, the one that just feels the most authentic to me for this moment is I'm just so glad I met you. You know? Pure coincidence that we met, but hey, for 10 years of this relationship, being as good as it is, I'm so happy. This would be cute. This would be cute though. But honestly, this is how I feel. I feel the same about you. Aww. Aww. Oh, this makes my heart so happy. But the smile faded from his face as his eyebrows drew together. Why? Why must you do this to me? Okay. Explain. Please explain. I like when we're happy together, man. That was the worst day of my life at the time. The day my family broke apart. It's too heavy for me to even think about. I felt that way for I don't know how long. Aww, I want to give you a hug. I'm so sorry. He held a hand over his heart, connecting with the pain he'd felt as a child, and looked at you earnestly. But that was never really true. Things have only gotten better with me and Dad, with Dad and Mom. It was the change we all needed. Aw. Oh, he's crying. He's gonna start crying. Oh, buddy. His eyes were growing misty. So when I remember that time right now, it's not the point that my life was over. It was only in the moment that I met the person I was going to be with. Ah! Oh, this is so sweet. Oh, when I was crying to a stranger over what I thought I'd lost, I didn't have any idea that they would be the one thing in the world that I actually wouldn't be able to live without. Oh my god, this is so cute. Wait, I actually love this as a confession. It's like up there with like the Bridgerton love confessions. It's just like, oh, it's so sweet. Oh, it makes my heart so happy. I hope you guys are excited for Bridgerton season 3 part 1 opening tomorrow. I'm actually gonna have to make a post about that. I have Bridgerton Funko Pops. I gotta do something with that. I got to. Thank you for all of this. You're so wonderful. I never want to lose you. I never thought I'd meet the person that I actually wouldn't be able to live without. Okay. I never want to lose you. You're so wonderful. Thank you for all of this. Oh, man. Oh, what is a good reply? I want to say thank you for some odd reason. Like this. Now that I'm like thinking about all of this, I'm like, I want to say this. No. Thank you. Oh, okay. We have actions. We could hug him. We can grip his shoulders. Ruffle his hair. We could kiss him. Then you teared up. Or we're grinning. I'm gonna kiss him. I feel like at such a beautiful love confession, Even though technically this is not the first confession that we've done, I don't know. I feel like this is the best. This is the best option. Like, this is the option I really want to go with, but I want to see the colors. Yeah, I'm a blue galley. He leaned into the kiss, his lips soft against yours. Oh. Sorry, I'm freaking out. Oh, this is so cute. This is so cute. Cove sighed contentedly. His voice was as delicate as the petals on the poppies which crowned this hill. Oh, hey. I'm so grateful you always took care of me. Always. I'll always take care of you. No matter what happens, good or bad. Hopefully good, but we'll see. You didn't even know what to say to that. His heartfelt appreciation left you speechless. Oh. He tilted his head up, thoughts lost in the sparse clouds above. I wonder how late it is. I guess it doesn't really matter. My dad is fine with me being out whenever. You could use your... I do wonder how late it is. You could use your phone to check the time. You could still text your dad about what you're doing. I'm gonna message my moms. My moms might care, but I don't feel like telling them. See, that's what I want to do. You wanted to make sure you messaged your moms about what was going on. You quietly nodded. Honestly, though, I'm gonna go with this. I won't tell them either. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go with it. Thanks. You're going to lay in the grass now? Wow, how'd you know? I just thought you might want to. Oh, they're so sweet. I can't. I love when this happens. I love these soft moments of like romance, I guess, where it's just like, I know you so well that this is just gonna happen. With a chuckle, Clove popped down onto the ground and laid on his back, his usual way of spending time there. I'm like, oh. But no, I'm not gonna stay standing. That's no. Sitting down. I'm not gonna sit on his chest. That's as goofy and cute as that is. Now, laying down on your back. I'm like, oh. I'm doing it. It's cute. It's so cute. It's so fucking cute, and I love it so much. Oh. You lowered yourself against Cove's side in the grass and wrapped an arm over his chest. Cove smiled at you and used his free hand to cradle your face. Oh. The both of you fully settled in to relax on the hill. It felt like it was just the beginning of one of your nightly outings. But then you realized the sun was peeking out over the horizon. Aww. Cove spoke up with a disbelieving tone. It really was late. Your neighbor wasn't a stranger to being awake at dawn. However, not like this. Nor he was normally, an early sleeper, early riser. This unexpected sunrise particularly awed him. Aw. The two of you watched on silently as the sun began to light the world. Cove then propped himself up on the backs of his arms and looked at you with a soft expression on his face. Do you want to go back home? You want to go back home? I could carry you if you're too tired. You shook your head. You couldn't resist a yawn, but you were serious. It couldn't be time to go already. You're just like, no, I want more time with you, please. Cove chuckled affectionately and gripped you a little more. Hmm. Okay, but it's been a long day. We've done a lot of things. Like, really a lot. It has to end sometime. I know, you're right. Since when are you okay with things ending? Does it really have to end? There, I'm going in the middle. Honestly, it's a question I have about this whole thing. That made him laugh again. It was a fair question. Since you made me. Oh, since you made me feel better about it. And you can still stay if you want to. Oh, oh, it's so sweet. Mm. Cove smiled brightly at you, as warm as the new rays of the sun that were tickling your skin. In that moment, you couldn't have appreciated him being there more. I'm just situated yourself to be more comfortable, or leaning into him, or we be a little cheeky and we kiss him again. I mean, they're all really cute, but I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna lean into him. It's just, yeah. You bet yourself against Cove for extra support. He tilted his head against yours. Aww. mm. Good night, Cove. Good morning, Cove. You're my favorite neighbor. Or you didn't say more. You're my favorite neighbor. It just seems cute. I'm gonna go with you're my favorite neighbor. You're mine too. Aww. The two of you remained together on that familiar poppy hill where you first met until the world began to fade and blur. You were falling asleep. A few more gentle words drifted into your consciousness. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh! Oh! Your eyelids dipped, but you felt good. You were safe and relaxed. Everything that had come before this had reassured you of that. You were confident that when you opened them again, things would be okay. Aww. This is cute. This is so fucking cute. Honestly, though, relationship goals for how this is happening right now. You opened your eyes. Instead of the walls of your room, you were surrounded by open sky. It was not soft pillows and sheets beneath you, but the bed of earth and grass that you'd taken last night. The day welcomed you with a shining sun, a refreshing breeze, and the chirping song of birds. Oh. You cupped your face with your hands as you sat up, feeling the imprint of the blades of grass leaving lines into your cheeks. Kai! Oh? Hearing your name, you lowered your hands and looked around. There he was, your most influential neighbor, Cove Holden. Oh, this is such a cute picture! Wait, guys, I got to save this. Oh, it's so cute. Wait. Oh. Okay, okay. This is such a cute fucking picture. My god. This scene is gorgeous. Look at him. Look at him. Look at this. It's beautiful. There. I'm saving that. Oh my god, what happened? Okay. 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 I'm gonna be back for this because I'm like, oh, I want this. I want this image right here as my thumbnail. It'd be cute. He had made himself very comfortable, laying on his stomach with jewelry and shoes taken off, and a flower in his hand. This is so cute. Good morning. Morning. Oh, it's so cute. Oh. Cove laughed, tickled with the overall situation, and simply being able to spend time like this. I told you I'd see you tomorrow. Okay, it's the exact same day. Pretty safe bet. Alright, good for you. I'm glad you were right. Honestly though, pretty safe bet. We see each other every day. So, smiling, you shook your head and left Cove to his victory. Cove turned his head up to the sky, his expression content. Looks like it's gonna be a nice day. We'll have to come up with something to do to make the most of it. He trailed off, blinking slowly in the sunlight. Someday, when we're even older than we are now, I wonder what we'll end up remembering this moment for. What will we feel when we look back on it? Will it be the same as what we're feeling right now? I can't see what the future is going to look like again, but I think that's all right. Aww, this is so fucking sweet. I do love this so much. Okay, you're way too sentimental. No. No, I'm not gonna forget about this. This is just such a sweet moment. I think it'll mark another new start for me. Maybe. But honestly, I'm not sure. But excited to see what's gonna happen. I feel like this is the best option here. Yeah, I'm going with this. Cove turned back to you, nodding in full agreement. Oh, he eyed the hills sprawling out before you, and down below, where the wild hill and nature gave way to civilization. Your home and Cove's lay down at the bottom, neatly filed among the other houses in the neighborhood. Oh, okay. Hey, Kai, I bet I can beat you in getting back to the road. You laughed, amused by the wager that reminded you of so many moments in your youth. Be careful what you wished for, buddy. Oh. Oh, man. I'm trying to... trying to remember what I used to do back in the day. I'm like, That's not it. I'm gonna focus on that later. I'm like, be careful what you start there, buddy. I'm going to crush you. As much as I like it here, it's okay if we leave now. We can always come back to see the poppies and the fireflies again, right? Of course. Cove met your eyes, waiting for what you were going to say in response. Right. I like that. It really is going to be another nice day. You're amazing. Yeah, we better do that. You're not getting out of it. We'll always be together in one way or another. I might be able to manage that. I feel like this one seems sweet. I'm going with this one. We'll always be together, no matter what happens. Honestly, it's such a sweet sentiment of just being like, you know what? Yeah, we'll always be together. It's just, I made him blush. Ah! Yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited about this. I'm overly excited about me making dating sim character blush because I just want them to be happy. He didn't know where that came from. But Cove blinked slowly, his eyes still locked on you. Though you didn't need to see his face to know that he adored you. Aww. If there had been any room for doubt, the tender way he spoke would have filled it up. You're one of a kind. Oh. Oh. Code beamed at you. His expression was so unlike the one he'd worn when you first found him here, swaddled in sadness and uncertainty. Yet you couldn't help but glimpse that boy once more underneath his bright expression and matured features. Come on. He offered you a hand. You accepted it. Your palm fitting around his. Cove lifted himself up, pulling you along too. Aww. Our parents probably aren't going to come running for us this time. We've got to make our own call. And I say we can't hide away forever. Poppy Hill is just one part of things. There's more out there for us than this time, in this place alone. Let's enjoy it. Aw, that's sweet. You couldn't say whether you were the one that broke into a run. If Cove had... You couldn't say... I'm sorry, I can read, I swear. You couldn't say whether you were the one that broke into a run, if Cove had been the one to start it, or if your feet had simultaneously made that choice for you both. The end result was the same, with the two of you dashing down the hill like children, but with the nostalgic revelry that could only come as an adult. I can't read. These are like difficult words to say out loud, and I'm like, English, it's hard. You know? As the wind whipped past you, you knew that family and friends were waiting at the end of your sprint. There were more memories to make, after all. Life takes another step forward. Oh my god! Wait, is that the end? Oh my god! Wow, I did not have that much left. Okay, we vibe. Oh my god! Guys! I did not expect this to be the ending. Oh, damn. But yay, that was so cute. I really loved this. This was so sweet. Also, oh man. Oh. I mean, I'm like, wow, they kept. Oh my god, they kept the name I changed at the end, man. Wow, it's a lot of different people coming together to do this. Honestly, applause. This was a fun game. Oh. This is so cute, guys. I'm so overly happy, but I'm also like, God. Wow. Damn. I'm like, what do we do now? What do we do now? Oh, okay. I just noticed like there's words to this. Oh man, we're done with our life. This is cute though. don't know what to do now. Because I'm like, ah. Oh god, I can't believe this is over, man. I can't believe this is over. But honestly, I'm so happy. Thank you guys for coming and being a part of this. I'm honestly into I'm just oh guys, this was so sweet. Oh? Oh? In between? What? In between? What do you mean in between? Guys, I can make myself look like Hatsune Miku. I just realized this now. No, I'm gonna keep the black in the back. Yeah. This is cute. Oh, there's more. There's more. I'm like, I forget how much I could actually customize on this. Let's see. I've gotten so used to like, yeah. You know? Okay, let's see. So much stuff I can customize. Hmm. Hmm. I'ma give myself a tattoo. I mean, I do actually have a tattoo, so. Jewels pattern. Yeah, I like my long nails. I can only choose one color. I'm gonna just stick with that. Okay, I want to change the earrings. I'm not feeling it. There we go. Actually, yeah, there we go. Voiced name. Default. Okay, I guess I changed it. Sure. Yeah. We're gonna go direct love, because why not? After all this time. I want to see. Oh, wow! Wow, you really can change him. Okay. his initiative. I'm gonna go middle. Just middle. I was like, oh, in between. I thought that was the end. No, apparently not. And so your days growing up in the loving cradle of Sunset Bird came to an end. And the years that passed since graduation, you'd move out of of your childhood home and made your own way in the world. You I want to say we lived with Cove. Lived with Cove and his fish. Lived with Cove, his fish, and the pet you've picked. Or lived with Cove, his fish, and the pets you picked. I don't know. I'm gonna say pet I picked, at least. And you, let's say had multiple ways of earning income, because that'd be nice. In the, oh man. Oh no. Honestly, let's do gaming industry. Because that'd be fun. Wouldn't that be fun to say? You know? We had multiple ways of earning income in the gaming industry, you know? However, that worked out. Your family members went through the same kinds of leaps of independence. Liz and Lee both eventually earned degrees and started fantastic careers in new towns. But your mom's and Cove's father still lived on the same street as they had for all those years before. It was comforting to you that there were some things that remained in the old neighborhood. And, despite the ever-changing reality of your adult life, your friends were still your friends! Yes, we kept in touch! Yay. Though, of course, things weren't exactly the same for them either. Very recently, Terry publicly came out as a man, switching the spelling of his name to use a Y instead of an I. Good for Terry! I love that for you, Terry. Aww. He also confessed his love for Miranda. Oh, which he excitedly reciprocated. I always knew something was going on with them, and I love that for them. They moved in together recently in the city out past Sunset Bird. Derek was as busy as always, but doing well. He always made an effort to keep in touch, and you even saw each other in person occasionally. One other person who did disappear. Oh, no. Just one person who did disappear into the shuffle of memories inside your mind was Baxter. After his vacation in Sunset Bird one year, he was just gone. That was a loss, you felt. He had become someone you considered a friend during those days. Oh well. And then there's what became of the sad little boy you grew up with, Cove Holden. Your deep affection for him was something that continued to last unabated over the years. Oh. But hopefully you would commit. We're gonna say we got engaged, because I'm like, it'd be nice. He's our fiance. It'd be cute, you know? And it just feels like a natural progression over the years. The past years were certainly busy. You'll never forget the moment the love you had for one another was let out in the open. Cove and you wore rings to signify your relationship. I do like rings. I think they're really cute. He wore an engagement ring, or I wore one, or we decided against getting rings. No, we're both gonna wear rings. That's what I'm deciding here and now. The ring Cove wore looked like. Oh my god, I get to design his ring. Oh fuck, dude. Yes, we're overwriting this. Platinum. Gold. Silver or platinum. I think this works best because I think, like, yeah, he wouldn't be too fancy about it. Silver or platinum, though. I'm gonna go silver. I think, yeah. He truly thrived in his continued efforts of cultivating loving and supportive relationships with his family and friends. Ow, I love this for him. You couldn't say his personality had changed exactly. Instead, it became more refined. Cove was a warm, inviting, considerate man who took the lessons he learned over the years to treat people around him with patience and understanding. When Cove eventually developed a picture of the future he wanted to have as an adult, you could see where he was coming from based on his past interests. He went to we all knew this. Oh, hello, Hero Flame. Nice to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Honestly, I genuinely thought we had finished this game because they did the end sequence, right? And they did the fucking, like, they did the ending song, and apparently there's more. So we'll see. Oh, you're a charmer. You're quite the charmer, Hero Flame. I don't know about that. Uh, ooh. I do love a good burger, man. I will say this. I spent today out with my sister. We ended up going to this, like, revolving sushi place. I am doing well. I hope you're doing well, Hero Flame. You know, I genuinely hope you are doing well. No, we went to this restaurant we don't always go to it, but like we went there. It's a rotating sushi place, so they were just having the sushis go out and it just rotates around like I don't know. It was just like a roller coaster thing, except that it just goes very slowly. Had so much sushi in like one sitting. It was great. And then we had Haagen-Dazs afterwards. That was my lunch. But yeah, no. I don't know why. I saw a burger and immediately thought, yes, I remember I remember a sushi thing I did today. What? No, sushi burgers are a thing. Wait, right? They're a thing. Pretty sure they're a thing. Anyway, I was reading this. He went to college to study marine biology. That makes sense. The man loves fish. His ultimate goal... Yeah, no, that's where my mind went. I don't know how I went burger, fish. I know sushi burgers are like a thing, but my mind did not even think about that until afterwards. I just immediately was like, ooh, I can talk about a rotating sushi place I like going to. Even though it's clearly burger, and I'm like, you could talk about other burger places. Nope, we're gonna talk about sushi. Burgish. Okay. I don't know what's going on with the brain, but that's happening. By the way, I feel like I should be saying this more often, but I don't say it enough. If you want to hit the follow button, you can if you want to. It's entirely free. Yeah, no, we actually are real close to our next follower goal, to which we're actually going to be doing some Hogwarts house stuff. Because God knows I don't know what the fuck I am in terms of a Hogwarts house anymore. I'd love to figure that out with you guys. We'll see. Over the years, I kind of thought I was a Slytherin, so I do have a lot of Slytherin merch. Thank you, Hero Flame. I appreciate that. Honestly, though, like, I have a lot of Slytherin merch. Yeah. But I was like, I don't know if I actually am a Slytherin. Because I know I was a Slytherin when I was younger. And then I retook it again after graduating from college. So, pretty much within this past year. And I was like, oh. It gave me that I was a Ravenclaw now. So I was like, I've been having an identity crisis. 'Cause I don't know what Hogwarts house I would be. So, we're going to figure that out together. Hopefully soon. But we'll see. His ultimate goal was set on becoming a natural resource technician. I swear to God, they choose the hard words. Like, it makes sense. I know. Like, you can't really say anything else about that, but I'm like, you're choosing words that I can't say out loud. This is embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. And he still volunteered with Orca when his workload allowed it. Aw. Aw. Oh my god. Oh my god. As an adult, guys, Cove was also able to recognize and have diagnosed that he was on the autism spectrum. Yeah, honey, you were neurospicy. I'm just. And it's okay to be neurospicy. I'm pretty sure I'm neurospicy. We'll see. It was something that had bleh, bleh, words, English. You can read. I swear, I can read. I can read. Bear with me. It was something that hadn't been noticed by his doctors as a child, but was meh. But he was still the same Cove he always was to you. He was I'm actually really struggling to read this sentence right now. I can't tell you why. Oh my god, no. And he was just glad to understand himself better. It thrilled you to see how happy and successful he'd grown up to be. On the whole, okay, life continued its steady beat forward, and you all went with it down the paths you chose. It was strange and wonderful. But no matter how old you got, how far you roamed, or how long you were away, the home you had in Sunset Bird still called you back eventually. Oh? Oh! Okay. We're gonna have the people. We're gonna be talking. This game is not over yet. Okay. The car rumbled down the highway. You started to zone out when a truck in the left lane loudly zoomed past. Dude, that's terrifying. No. Your driver didn't remark on it, just like anything else this trip. He went back to staring out the window, letting the scenery pass you by. You did appreciate the spacious backseat of your ride. Ooh. You hadn't known exactly when you'd be coming in, so you decided to use a ride app rather than ask your moms to pick you up. It turned out to be a convenient choice. You looked forward to surprising your parents at the door. You smiled at the thought of their faces lighting up. Oh, this is sweet. Luckily, this hadn't been that big of a trip for you. You lived close enough that travel hadn't turned into a big production. However, that didn't make the occasion mundane. For once, your moms had decided for a modest celebration dinner for their anniversary. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so cute, guys. I love that for them. Ugh, itchy hand. Unlike when you were growing up and they preferred not to make a big deal out of it, this year, they were comfortable having a party. Aw, that's so cute. As time went on, they found being the center of attention easier to handle. You were happy to see it. I love that for them. They deserve to be happy and they deserve to be the center of attention, especially on their anniversary. We love that for them. With this going on, there is no way that either you or Liz would miss your mom's anniversary. Both of you made plans to come back home for it. You didn't hear from Liz about her exact schedule, but you hadn't shared yours either. It reminded you of when you were kids and both knew to show up for dinner, but didn't keep each other in the loop for each other's pre-dinner plans. This was the same concept after all. Some things stayed the same, and yet it was definitely different from when you would see your sister every day and knew sort of what she was doing anyways from osmosis. Today, you had no idea. Things were always changing. I mean, yeah. You mused on how, at times, it was hard to believe you didn't live with your parents anymore. And yet you also couldn't imagine going back and living as a kid under their rules. The rest of the drive flew by. Your silent driver provided a smooth ride. No sharp turns or hard stops jostled you out of your own head. Man, I wish more drivers were like that, especially in like Uber or Lyft. Lyft especially, because I'm not gonna lie, some of them, like it was hard to get good drivers on those rideshare apps sometimes. But you know what? You get used to it. Occasionally it would be like, "Bleh." You know, you'll feel that. Okay. Your thoughts turned from introspective to observant. The landscape passing by became more and more familiar. You frequently recognized the landmarks that dotted the area. A grin came to your face as you passed the now entering sign for Sunset Bird. Excitement built within you. You were really here. You were doing this. Your driver turned off on a straight, and you realized that their map program was taking you the way home that Ma preferred. You usually would have used the other street to pass by the beach. In no time at all, the car had gone through the whole town and pulled in front of your mom's condo. The car slowed to a stop and parked. Oh. With the buzz of the highway gone, you realized you could hear the familiar sound of waves, and the air smelled like salt, and a rush of childhood memories flooded back. You started to gather your things and humming to yourself once more about how happy your moms would be to see you. After that, you'd notify everyone else that you'd made the trip safely. Aw, cute. You pulled over your suitcase from the other seat and yanked at your bag from down near your feet. Tap, tap. Oh, who's tapping? Who's tapping on the glass? Who's tapping on the glass? I'm sorry for the Dear Evan Hansen reference, but I need to know. On the outside looking in, who is tapping on this glass of mine? You startled at the sudden sound of tapping on glass. It's caused you to pause. Did you really hear what you thought you did? You weren't entirely sure because you soon heard something else. The window on the opposite side of the car rolling down. It confused you until you put together that despite the driver's silence, you weren't actually alone in this car. The driver must have pressed the button. Someone had to be there. You turn your head to face the now open window. There he was, leaning his arms across the window. Your fiancé, Cove. He beamed at you with one of his precious open smiles. Hi. Hey. What a surprise this is. I didn't expect to see you in this neighborhood. He was joking, of course. Seeing your expression, he decided to push it further. It's not like I've been waiting for you. Oh, it's not like I've been waiting for you out here all morning or anything. Okay. So we either scream Cove, say, I've been the one waiting to see you. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. You survived. We're screaming excitedly, or we're gonna stare stunned. Okay. How do we want to handle this? Honestly, that is my first reaction. It's like, Cove! I'm gonna go for it. My first reaction, man. Aw, hi, honey. I don't know why, but like honestly, this game makes me all giddy. Like, oh, you know. At the sound of his name, he burst out laughing and grinned widely. He then gripped the top of the car door and pushed half his torso through the opening. That was enough to make the driver break their silence with a sharp "Hey!" Cove did not seem to notice and continued climbing through the window. Buddy, do you have a mullet? Is that a wolf haircut? Is that a mullet? Okay, I have to show you. I have to show you what he looks like. I have to show you what he looks like right now. I have to. Right? It looks like he has a mullet, possibly, or like a wolf cut. But hi. I don't know why I always get like this with this game. Cove did not seem to notice and continued climbing in through the window. My brother in cries. Why? He pushed one hand down into the middle seat to prop his dangly body up. He used his other hand to caress. I'm sorry. Oh man, I'm just so giddy. I'm like, oh, hi. He used his other hand to caress your cheek as he leaned in as close as he could. I missed you. Okay, we can either scooch across, kiss him on the lips, kiss him on the forehead, cover his hand with yours, flicked his nose, did your best to hug him without knocking him down or grinned at him. Okay, so, he missed us. I'm gonna cover his hand with mine. Your position didn't quite allow you to hold his hand, but you enjoyed the touch all the same. Oh, buddy. Meanwhile, you noticed that Cove had started to shake. His balancing act was becoming highly unstable. You saw his arm wobbled and wondered if he'd have an accidental head dive onto your bag. Okay. I missed you too. I love you. Okay, now get out of the window, you crazy person. You're so cute. I really should have expected this. You and your windows. Honestly, this. I should have expected this. You and your windows, my good sir. I promise this was unplanned. I know. Still doesn't make a difference. Cove's smile turned awkward as his arm started to bend lower, causing his body to slide downward with it. He turned his head to the driver. Sorry, I'm always causing trouble in this neighborhood. Oh, cutie. It's okay. Cove shifted around more and squirmed back the way he came. After he had successfully pushed off the window and landed onto the pavement with a thump, you opened your car door. You threaded your arms through the various straps of your bags and climbed out. Cove took a few long strides around the back of the car and quickly met you on your side. Hi. God damn it. I do wonder what I'd be like with an actual romantic partner in my life. I'm like, oh god, I would be such a different person. Genuinely speaking, when I get a partner, it's over for all y'all bitches. You know? I don't know. It'd be interesting. Okay. Cove stood in front of you, and it struck you that the two of you were back in Sunset Bird, reunited once again on this street. Okay. Jumped into his arms, gave him a friendly punch, ruffled his hair, and I'm gonna ruffle his hair. I do want to jump into his arms. I think that'd be cute. I think it'd be really cute. But I got a bunch of bags, so I'm going to ruffle his hair. Okay. You slid your bags off your arms and onto the pavement in preparation. You knew from experience that reaching the top of Cove's head was not easy. Hell yeah, look at him. He's so tall. You jumped up to get there. I forgot I made myself short because I am, in fact, quite short in real life. Oh, man. You jumped up to get there. Cove laughed once he realized what you were attempting and leaned down for you. With his hair more accessible, you gave it a satisfying fluffing. I mean, yeah. His hair seems like so nice to like pull your hands through. Honestly. It's over for y'all bitches when I get a partner. I mean, I'm joking, of course. I mean, I don't need a partner to feel complete with life, but it'd be nice. Honestly, his hair looks so nice. Just want to brush my fingers through that hair. Man, I do genuinely wonder how I'm gonna be if I ever get when I ever get a partner in life. We'll see. You were ecstatic to be around him again, and absolutely thrilled that it was here in this town where you were together. Even if it had only been a short time since you'd seen him off, you'd still miss Cove greatly. It somehow felt a lot longer. Given your different schedules and travel abilities, it worked out better for Cove to head out to Sunset Bird first. He only arrived the evening before, however, and secured the hotel room. Until now, you never had to deal with that inconvenience of being in a tourist-heavy area. It was a fight to get a place to stay close by during the heat of the summer vacation season. Living without him at your place was strange. Cove was basically a part of you at this point. You were glad to feel whole again. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, you idly shifted your luggage. Then it struck you that you were the short one. You got out in such a that you were short one. You got out in such a hurry it was left behind. Reached back into the car to pull it out. Cove stood by as you made a dash for the door. You shouldered the small bag and felt relief that you would be able to brush your teeth tonight. That's cute. Got everything this time? That's cute. I was like, I forgot something. Okay. You stood up straight, everything truly gathered up and out of the car. You gave the back seat one last glance and then nodded. Cove shut the car door for you after you had moved out of the way. The two of you stepped off the street to give the driver some room. Cove waved. Sorry, again. He's like, sorry, I'm a menace. I'm so sorry. But, like, honestly, it's cute. It's cute. It's cute. The driver said nothing and drove off. Man, this driver says nothing at all. Just one word and that's it. With the road clear, you let your gaze drift across the neighborhood that you had known forever. It was such a small place to spend so many days. You were flooded with memories of going up and down the street during every stage of your life. Being a little kid, following your big sisters at the playground, becoming a teen and staying out later, and growing into an adult who left their parents' house behind to be independent. Cute. You could feel the summer sun on your skin from all the times you headed out to the beach. You saw the same surroundings that you, as a young adult, did when leaving home. It was hard to quantify the amount of history you had there. And now you were back. The boy band's back. All right. Woo! So sorry. That was a bad joke. It's okay. Despite taking in the neighborhood again, you never lost awareness of Cove's presence. From the corner of your eye, seeing him there was a familiar sight as well. So many of your memories included him. I really like his shirt. It's such a nice, like, floral pattern. It's such a nice color, too, and it works so well. It's so nice. I love it. I love the outfit. I want to wear this outfit IRL now. Oh, my God. I just want to wear everything. It's fun. Your mind drifted from the neighborhood itself to the person who used to live there. You couldn't help the feeling of nostalgia. You still remember his face, his voice, the scar on his arm from days long gone. He had changed so much since you first met him. Yet, even with those changes, he was always recognizable. No, he was familiar like the sky was, and the way you knew the sea. Every day they may appear different, but they are still an inextricable part of life. I hope I said that right. I'm so sorry. I can't read, apparently. It was the world, with the help of Mr. Holden and his ill-thought $20 bill, that brought you together to begin with. But the two of you had chosen each other. I know. I'm proud of that. So happy. Okay, you had never let your interactions fade. You decided to nurture your relationship into what it was. And you continued to keep Cove close into all the rest of your adult years. He was the love of your life, your wonderful fiancé. I'm so happy about that. The day you would be officially married couldn't come soon enough. That's what I'm saying. I'm ready for the wedding. Let's go. He was the one who wanted to keep spending year after year with, as you'd done for years before this. It would be impossible to imagine life without him. Cove noticed you staring at him for a while, and smiled with his eyebrows rising in curiosity. He was very transparent in his question if there was something he wanted to say. You shook your head and returned him a soft expression. You let yourself get carried away in a tide of memories. But now it was time to focus on the present. No time like now. Let's go see my mom's. Cove nodded and then pointed at all your luggage bundled around your legs. Can I help with any of that? Yeah, thank you. You can help with all of it. No, it's like carrying all the groceries. No, you drop them. That's it. I can do it. Fine. Well, fine. Who am I to get in the way of your task? He smirked at your seriousness at something that was admittedly ridiculous. I can do it. I can fucking do it. Don't judge me. I can do it. I can do it. Do not. No. I can do it. I swear, I can do it in one go. We got this. We got this. The bag situation resolved, the two of you strolled over to the Oh My Residence store. Why did I put that? It's okay. You started to pat your pockets instinctively, only to realize you no longer carried a key to the house. Your eyes scanned the entryway, a little lost, only to spy the doorbell. The thought of having to ring it felt super weird. As you place... words, English, you can read. As you press the inconveniently placed button on the side wall, you remembered that no matter how much this place would always be home to you, it wasn't where you lived. Being back here was like putting on a uniform after you quit the store where it came from. It had remained the same, but your circumstance had changed. Cove shifted on his feet awkwardly, obviously also thrown about you being stuck out here, keyless. I mean, it's like, oh, right, yeah, we can't, no, oh, no, sorry, yeah, okay, you heard muffled voices and shuffling around from inside. Your heartbeat sped up in anticipation. The door swung open and there was your mom's smiling face. She immediately brightened at seeing you standing there. Hi, Mom. Well. Mom twisted her head back and gave a shout down the hall. Oh, sorry. Ooh. Lonnie, guess who's here? There's some more distant noises. No doubt Ma getting up from wherever she was to come see. Her high-spirited words rang out clearly. I hope it's one of my children. Mom snickered, still holding the door only to half open to hide you for a little longer. Cole flushed, as if suddenly realizing that he was going to be present for your mom's enthusiastic welcoming of you. You smiled to reassure him that he wasn't intruding. You're practically family at this point, buddy. Cove, you don't need to feel awkward. You're family. You're my fiance, soon-to-be husband. It's fine. Okay, Ma finally reached the door and peered over Mom's shoulder. Hi, Ma. It is! Hello, Kai. Hi, Ma. Hi, Ma. Oh, I'm so happy. This is so sweet. She gave you once over, patting the top of your shoulders and moving down the sides of your arms, before she nodded in satisfaction that you were in one piece. This is a wonderful surprise. Ma inclined her head to Cove next, not leaving him out either. Hello, sweetie. You count as one of my kids at this point anyways. I have double the surprise today. Oh, yeah. You grinned at your parents and laughed. You missed their presents so much. This is so cute. I can read. I can speak. Cove bashfully waved at them. He hadn't relaxed fully, but he had settled down at their welcome. Well, don't just stand out there. Come on in. Your mom moved aside and held the door open for you, gesturing for you to enter. Oh, wow. Wow, cute. I love this. Still looks the same, but also kind of different. You stepped into the living room. It was comfortable and cool. Cove was a half step behind you, his eyes on the new painting your moms must have added since the last time you were here. Things were mostly the same, but there were more decorations since you last seen the house. Mom may have gotten the urge for some interior designing again. It struck you how odd it was to be the guests, only observing their choices for the living space here, rather than a full-time occupant. It is weird. Ma came in front of you, excitement in her eyes. I'm so glad you're here. Me too, Ma. You know your mom and I would have been happy to pick you up, but you're self-sufficient and responsible. That's okay. What matters is that you arrived safely. Aw, Ma. Aw, they're so cute. They're so cute. I love them growing old together. Aw. Mom appeared at her side with a nod. Welcome back, kiddos. You appreciated your parents respect you as an adult, even if Mom still called you kiddo. No. It's so cute, though. It's so cute. I'm so happy for them. You figured long ago that you'd always be your kiddo, no matter how grown you became. It was part of the whole parent-child deal with her. I'm gonna hug them. I gotta hug my moms. You took another step forward and pulled Mom and Ma into a big hug, squeezing them tight. I love hugs. I want more hugs in life. It's okay. I can just hug a pillow. No matter how sad that is, we're just gonna cuddle a pillow. It's okay. Their arms embraced you in return, and you can feel their love. You can feel their love for you in their embrace. Okay, I'm happy to be here. I missed you both. It's so great to see you. I wanted to surprise you. I thought you deserve a little break after everything I put you through. Honestly, I wanted to surprise you. Aw, well, you succeeded. Your timing was lovely. It's always nice when I'm able to come by. Your mom's giggled, please. So, how's it been? I hope you've been good, getting through excitement and all that. Speaking of exciting things, your anniversary dinner. Is everything all set for that? We're happy to help if there's something we can do. We've been plenty fine. It's been a bit quiet, but that's not a bad thing. Mom placed her arm around Ma's shoulder and gave her a side hug. Don't worry about the party. We're just planning to eat at the Cypress, nothing fancy, which is kind of a funny thing to say about a pretty fancy country club. The biggest issue is just making sure everyone can make it for the day. Speaking of, Liz will be arriving tonight. Planning on picking her up later. I guess Liz isn't as grown up as Kai. Take that, big sis. I can do things myself. I know it's a joke. It's still cute, though. Mom snickered at her own joke, and Ma lightly elbowed her with a barely hidden grin. Sush. As I was saying, we could drop you off wherever you're staying, if you don't mind waiting for that. I'm sorry there's not space for you in the house. It's gotten crowded in those old rooms since you and Liz moved out. I don't know where all this stuff keeps coming from. Sure you don't, Pamela. It's okay. Cove already has a hotel room I'm going to be staying in anyway. Cove sent you some pictures of the place when he arrived. Stylish and roomy. It seemed very nice. I can do the trope. I can do the one bed trope. We're gonna do the one bed trope because I think it's funny. I love that. Honestly, I think it's funny, and besides, we are together, so you shouldn't mind sharing a bed with me at this point. Anyway, he'd claimed that the bed was comfortable, so you had high hopes about that. Though, mostly, you were looking forward to having him next to you as you slept once again. Your mom smiled, relieved. Kyra's already here, isn't she? She directed her question at Cove. He bobbed his head a bit to go along with his reply. Yeah, I heard she made it. She's going to be staying with Dad while she's in town. Have you gone over and said hello yet? Cove chuckled self-consciously. No, he has not. And this time he shook his head. Immediately went to my house to see my family instead of yours. I see how it is. I love that, though. It's funny. It's really funny. Oh, man. What is in my eye? Anyway, you raised an eyebrow since you figured he would have taken the chance while waiting for you. Not yet. I should go do that now. I just want to kind of be there, too. Ah! Ah! So fucking cute. Okay. He caught your eyes with an adoring smile. Mom laughed at that, no doubt thinking that Cove was sweet, but ridiculous. It's nice to know your priorities. Yeah. Oof, what is happening? What is going on? What's in my eye? I don't know. I'll get it out later. Cove awkwardly rubbed his arm and shifted on his feet, looking all too much like he did as a kid. Cool. Kai, do you want to go over to my house now? That's a good idea. We won't be leaving until late evening. Yeah, let's go for it. Cove Cove perked back up, excited once more. We'll keep an eye on your things while you're out. There's no reason to be carrying all that around. I mean, there really isn't, so thank you. Thank you for that. You set down your bags in the living room, tucked into a corner where they wouldn't be in the way. Cove helped. Your moms waved the two of you off as you walked back to the entranceway. Thanks. See you soon. You waved back and opened the front door for Cove. With that, you were on your way to see Cove's family next. This trip put a special little pep in Cove's step as you crossed the street to his dad's house together. Your spirits were equally high. Doing this, you felt like a teen again. It's really cute, man. He had known Cove's parents for a long time now. When it came to what you called his dad, you still stuck with a familiar classic, Mr. Holden. You switched back to saying Cove's dad. You were on a first-name basis with Cliff. That's just no. You've been waiting for the right time to call him dad. No. I'm gonna just say Mr. Holden, honestly. It's just like, I can't imagine calling him anything else, even if we're technically family at this point. It's just weird to me. I don't know. Probably just a me thing, right? Probably just a me thing. At this point, you couldn't imagine calling him anything else. Yeah. Despite it being formal, it rolled off your tongue naturally. For his mom... You were still on a first-name basis with Kyra. You called her mom 3 in a non-serious way. Or, you'd been waiting for the right time to call her mom. Honestly, you're just going to call her Kyra. I can't imagine calling her anything else. She always preferred that even when you were still just a kid. Honestly, you couldn't imagine calling her anything else. Yeah. Cove hopped up to the front door and didn't bother knocking. He twisted the knob and it swung open. Oh, man. With a grin, Cove gave you a gratified thumbs up. You shook your head in disapproval, but you both knew you hypocritically supported his behavior. I mean, it's just funny at this point. It's just like, I can just come in at any time to this house. Your dad is lucky we aren't criminals. Honestly, yeah. He brushed your comment aside and went right into his old home. Aw. Mr. Holden was there, standing in his kitchen and babysitting a pan on the stove. Oh my god! The hair is everything to me. I gotta move this back. The hair! My god! Look at that. This is the long flowing mane. Jeez. I mean, good for him. I don't necessarily like it, but damn. Damn. Such nice hair. Wow, they are the same height in this picture. Maybe Cove's a little taller, but this is weird. His head turned at the sound of footsteps, and he brightened instantly at the sight of you both. Ah! Cove matches his enthusiasm instantly. Bleh. English words. If it was anyone else, you would have thought he was lighting up with childlike joy over seeing his dad again. But since you knew what Cove was actually like as a kid, you were aware this level of happiness with Mr. Holden was definitely not equivalent to any childhood feelings of his. Yeah. Dad! Go! Wow, my throat hurts. Okay. Mr. Holden graciously pushed what he was cooking to a different burner and flipped off the heat. He rushed over to you both. Cove flew forward, meeting him halfway in a hug. Aw, I love that for them. They're close family again. It's so sweet. Cove squished his eyes shut and held his dad in a tight hug. Mr. Holden soothingly rubbed his son's back. The more of an adult Cove became, the more he turned into a big daddy's boy, it seemed. I missed you. I missed you too. Aw. It was sweet. And teasing aside, it was wonderful to see them at this place and their relationship after years of struggling to connect. Oh, I love this for them. Oh, it makes my heart so happy. Okay, when the hug broke, Mr. Holden hooked an arm around his son's neck. He let out a deep laugh. I still can't believe you outgrew me. I really thought I had that on him after he graduated from high school, but then he had to keep going. Chuckling, he shook his fist in mock anger. Cove ducked his head and laughed in kind. Aw, sorry, Dad. Cove's cheeks turned pink and he averted his eyes. He was becoming bashful, so you knew he had more he wanted to say. Cove softly added, but I was raised really well. Oh, 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 Cliff, me too, man, Mr. Holden. His dad's expression instantly crumbled with emotion. He sniffled. Cove put an arm around him too and tugged him into a side hug. He observed their little reunion fondly, happy to let them enjoy their moment. They were a perfect pair of sentimentality. Honestly, yeah, it's really fucking cute though. Mr. Holden eventually turned his attention to you. Hi, Kai. It's so great to see you. Hi. He pulled away from Cove to approach you with a little wave. He was back to his cheery self. Mr. Holden, it's nice to see you. We got a hug. We got a hug. I'm a hugger. I got a hug, man. I got a hug. You went to him with your arms extended and a silent, is this okay question in your eyes. Bleh. Mr. Holden pulled you into a big hug without a second thought. Aw, there's a quiet sniffle. I miss seeing your face around here. Thank you. Mr. Holden cleared his throat, pulling attention to himself. He crossed his arms. Oh. But, before we get too carried away, it's not a real reunion yet. Kyra's still in the guest suite. I'll go get her. He eagerly bolted down the hall. It's fine. I can do this. And you could hear every step he took. It ended with a distinct knock. Kyra, they're here. It was only seconds before there was a sound of a door being yanked open. The pounding of feet hitting the wooden floor grew even louder this time. Oh, she looks so good in her She looks so good after all this time. I love this for her. My baby. Next to you, Cove let out a nervous laugh. His parents entered the living room, and Kyra stretched her arms out wide when she spotted you both. Cove went to her easily. Aw. Went in for the hug too. Open your own arms for a big hug. Dude, we gotta go for the hug too. Honestly, we gotta squish them both. She pulled you tightly into her arms with Cove. You were squished but felt every bit of love Kyra held in her heart for you both. Cove wrapped his free arm around her too. He rested his head on top of hers and let out a happy sigh. Aww, I love them. I love them. Aww, so cute. I love them all. I'm so happy that everything's gone real well for them. I gotta push this back up. After a moment, Kyra let go and pulled back to get a better look at your faces. She surveyed each inch of them and appeared satisfied. You're both looking well. That's wonderful, and just what I like to see. Thanks, and hi, Mom. You look great too, Kyra. Honestly, she does. She looks amazing. Holy shit. One day soon I'll let you in on my secrets. Please do. I want to know. I want to know how to look this good when I get older. Kyra winked, and you had no doubt she held precious knowledge to looking your best. She was stunning every time you saw her. I'd be honored. So, you put your hands on your hips, your gaze sliding from one to the other. How have you both been doing since I last saw you? Any good stories? Oh? 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 I gotta move. I'm bouncing all over. I'm bouncing all over the screen just to make sure you guys see everything, honestly. Kyra gave a nod for Mr. Holden to go first. Cheerfully, he waved a hand. Well, same old, same old. Still got the shop. Still got my friends and family, of course. And still got the most exciting thing around here. And still the most exciting thing around here is seeing who'll rent that one free condo. Incredible. I always knew you were such a snore. They snickered, and you couldn't help but peek at Cove. He rolled his eyes dramatically, drawing out a few giggles from you. But the whole time there was still a happy smile fixed on his face. I am not reading well today. I can't explain why. Or at least reading out loud well today. For me, things have been good. I've gotten a lot of interesting assignments lately. Oh, I recently went to Seattle and... Oh? Kyra, what happened? Please spill. Kyra twirled a strand of her hair shyly. Her mouth curved into a grin. Whatever she was thinking about, it made her happy. Things have been going well with that guy from work. It's still a little early to bring him all the way out to California to meet the family. Cove crossed his arms. He and his dad nodded. It was clear she appreciated the acceptance from her two boys. I hope he gets the seal of approval when he comes around. Honestly. You added a thumbs up to keep things light. Her smile widened, grateful for your gesture. I'm so happy for her finding love again after, a divorce, after everything. So, that's us. Do you two have plans for your first day back? The only thing I have to do is pick up Liz later tonight before we head back to our hotel room. Great. He suddenly looked over his shoulder, his eyebrows pushed together. I'm glad you're here, but I just remembered I was in the middle of cooking something. Oh, where am I going? Where are we going? What's happening? Let's go. Ba-bam! I'm down here now. This is fun. I need to make sure that you guys can see everybody. And it's a lot. It's a lot trying to figure out where to go. So you can read what's happening, see the people. Oof. It's a lot. Only a small cackle escaped you while you fought off the giant grin taking over your face. Meanwhile, Cove erupted into laughter that it had his dad shaking his head. It's fine, Dad. Go salvage what you can. I think it'd be nice to explore the old neighborhood for a while. Anyway, since we got the time. Cove directed the last part to you as he spoke, hoping that you'd want to go with him. Oh my. You nodded automatically. You were already looking forward to it. That's a perfect idea. I think so too. You should go enjoy the day. I'll hang back here so I won't be a third wheel. And someone's got to keep an eye on Cliff before he catches the whole kitchen on fire. Mom, you're not a third wheel. I mean, It's fine. But you know, it'd be nice for us to have some alone time too, even if we're gonna be spending alone time the entire time together. You know? That's okay. Okay. All right. Cove stiffly stuck his arms against his side like a small child. A small smirk tugged at Kyra's mouth. She winked. You know what I mean. Have a good walk. My throat is just like not doing well. I cannot tell you why. Woof. I'll see you both later. Cheerily, Mr. Holden waved before going back to his cooking. Cove smiled warmly. Okay, bye. We'll be back. Bye. Aw. Cove trailed behind you as you walked into the welcoming summer sun. He stopped, closing his eyes to stretch his arms in the warm rays. Woof. You're gonna link his arm to us. It's just cute to me. I can't explain why. I really like when that happens. Man, I'm just like a really like I'm an old romantic type thing, man. Wait, I'm adjusting something. There we go. There we go. His heat soaked into you. It was better than any ray of sunshine. It was Cove. You let out a satisfied hum. Naturally, you found yourself heading down the road towards the beach. Your spirits rose even higher as you strolled across the sand, heading for the shopping district. Arriving, you wove past tourists who were taking in the sights for the very first time. Being a local was a badge of honor you wore proudly. You casually passed the shops. Over the years, some had closed down, but many of the stalls were still exactly the same as they were when you were little. Cove snapped his head as far as it could go to one side, so dramatically you couldn't have missed it. Something clearly caught his eye, but you couldn't see it. There's a pretzel stand open today. Can we get one? When his gaze found you again, he wore the biggest smile. You chuckled. Honestly, I mean, we have to get one now. You don't need to ask for my permission. Does your heart want a pretzel? Honestly, look, if you want a pretzel, get a pretzel. Yep, it does. For a moment, you both quietly laughed at that. You placed a hand over your own heart. Then I think you should follow it. You're gonna get the one that comes with a little frosting cup, aren't you? That's right. After that, you both happily made your way over, being pulled in faster by the delicious aroma of the stall. Okay. Whew, it's been a long time. I'm gonna save right now. I'm gonna save right here. All right. Okay. All right. So, guys. Okay. There's that. Okay, guys. My throat is actually very much kind of killing me right now. Oh god, I can't explain why either. It just hurts. So, thank you guys for coming to today's stream. I do appreciate every single one of you who come. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. As you know, our overall goal is try to hit 50 sometime this year. It'd be nice. It'd be nice to hit 50 for a sense of accomplishment. But for now, we're on the way there. We're only 20 away from 50, so that's good. It's a good thing. I have set some follower goals up on our way to 50 right now. We're on our way to the 35 follower goal, to which we're going to be doing some Hogwarts house quizzes together. One, so I could personally find out what my Hogwarts house is, and two, for the sake of, I want to know also what you guys would be. Hopefully we'd be friends. Our like houses would actually get along together. But that's only going to happen at 35 followers, okay? So, if you haven't hit the follow button already and you do want to, you've enjoyed what I've done here, please do. It's entirely free. And if you're watching this over on YouTube, the VODs are always available on YouTube, obviously. Please consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons. They are also entirely free. Again, only if you enjoyed it. Only if you enjoyed it. I'm not going to pressure you. You're also allowed to comment whatever the hell you want, so please be nice. Please be nice. We need more kindness in this world. Anyway, if you enjoyed me and anything I've done today, and just want to support me or follow me anywhere, I do have other social media platforms, other social media accounts, that you can go and follow. I have my TikTok account. It's at Kai_omai. I mess around with filters, do mini vlogs. Well, occasionally do mini vlogs, mystery unboxings, shopping hauls, stuff like that. You can follow me over on Instagram at Funkos_omai. Sorry. I mostly post about my Funko Pop collection there because I have quite an extensive amount of Funko Pops. I do love them all. I also occasionally repost some stuff from TikTok. I do know that Smosh Games is having their creators for Palestine thing happening tomorrow. So that is in my story right now on Instagram. So if you want to donate to that, it's there. Please do. It's a really good cause. Obviously, if you want to see anything I have done, any past streams that you might not be able to see here on Twitch, all of the VODs are saved over to YouTube, so everything is entirely there for you guys to watch. And if you're feeling a little spicy and you want to see an account that I haven't actively posted on in like a long time, you can follow me over on Tumblr. It's Kai-omai. It's mostly just me being a fan about QSMP, honestly. But it's mostly just been me talking about the eggs because I love the eggs. But, you know, now that they're gone, we'll see what happens. I think it's still a cool project, so we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys for coming to today's stream. I love and appreciate all of you so much. Thank you again for everything. Sorry, I am just... Things are happening and I don't feel great, so I'm stopping stream here. I will see you guys tomorrow. We're going to continue our life as much as we can. Thank you again. I'm going to transition you over to some music now. Thank you all for coming, okay? Bye, guys. Bye.